It's time for another showdown. I have been on the hunt for a cleaner, greener, eco, biodegradable laundry detergent. You see, I find it pretty easy to find clean, non-toxic skincare, beauty products. I mean, they're even being sold at Target now. But what I truly find challenging are some of the products that we use every day and that we end up washing down the drain. Things like laundry detergent, dishwasher detergent, dish detergent. And so really the more I've studied skin, its absorption rates, the amount of some of these ingredients being used in personal care products, the more I'm convinced that our large exposure to these potential carcinogens and endocrine disruptors is not really occurring in personal care products, but rather the products that we're using at home and washing down the drain. The amount of plastic we're using, the amount of synthetic ingredients we're accepting in our food, convenience foods. So I wanted to focus on laundry detergent, and I have been for the last couple months. I've been doing some trials at my home. Because I really find that what keeps me up at night is what we're washing down the drain. Because we're seeing these large exposures in areas like stream beds, ocean reefs, ocean animals, how these toxic ingredients are building up and then they reach this sort of threshold where they are finally impacting and changing the environment and affecting our health. So I've tried a bunch of laundry detergents in the past and really just found all of them not to work very well. If you have or love a powdered green clean laundry detergent, I've probably tried it and it probably didn't work for us just because of our water here. We have a high pH of water, we have hard water, and so it really makes using anything in a powdered form, and our hot water can be like varying to the washer, so it really makes using any type of powdered product tricky. Now, I've tried the Honest Company's laundry detergent. I didn't find that it worked that well. I've tried Mrs. Meyer's, I've tried 7th Generation, I've tried a couple other ones, and I just felt like they really weren't delivering any fantastic results. Let's jump into what we are doing a showdown between. The Better Life Naturally Dirt Demolishing Laundry Detergent and Drops Laundry Pods. We'll talk about both products and you can decide whether or not you think they're clean enough for you. So first up, I wanted to talk about these Drops Pods. They look like this. If you're to go on their website, they have 4 different types of cleansers you can pick from. They have sensitive skin, stain and odor, mini pods, and baby. The ingredients vary a little bit between all of them, but some of the base ingredients are the same. On all of the different types of cleansers, you have the option to pick the trial pack, which is 10 pods, and it gets shipped to you in this cute little box. And then it also comes with their cold water pouch. The ingredients, I'm gonna flash them up here, right here on the screen. These are the ingredients for the sensitive cleanser. And as you can see, the cleansing agents list is pretty small. The first ingredient we have is an ethoxylated ingredient. So right off the bat, you might not consider this a clean cleanser simply because it contains that ethoxylated alcohol ingredient. Then they have Laureth Sulfate. Now, a lot of people really don't like Laureth Sulfate. It can be a very irritating cleanser for the skin. A lot of people don't want to see that ingredient in their list. However, we're talking about a laundry detergent. And Laureth Sulfate isn't linked to cancer or any of those types of results, so that's why it's made its way here. The next ingredient is glycerine, and then they have propylene glycol. That's another one that not everybody loves. Then they have this thing here at the bottom after they list their fragrances called polyvinyl alcohol film. Now, the ingredients for the stain and odor are semi-similar, except they do have some harsher cleansing ingredients as well as some cleansing enzymes. So I'll put both of the ingredients below and you can check them out. Now, anytime you say a synthetic ingredient, it sounds kind of scary. However, I don't find these ingredients lists to be that scary. Some people might say that this type of product is greenwashed because it's not exactly that clean. However, they do want to point out that these are all plant-based ingredients, meaning that sometimes these chemicals have gotten a bad rap because their origins were petrochemical byproducts. So a lot of times there was concern that petrochemical byproducts were contaminated, and then after they went through their chemical changes that they still retained some of these potentially bad ingredients. So they really like to make the distinction. They make it very clear that these are plant-based ingredients, but they are synthetic ingredients. Some of their highlights that they use to say about themselves is that they are labeled an EPA safer choice, whatever that means. They have recyclable packaging, good for all fabrics, free of dyes, chlorine, phosphates, and it's also biodegradable. The price runs around 31 cents per 17 cents per load, depending on how much you buy at one time. Like I said, the trial pack is $10. Now, here are some of the pros. It works great. When we are cleaning my husband's martial art gi, his outfit that he wears, it's sweaty, it's gross, and it washes it perfectly clean with one pod, and it smells great. The scents, this is the second trial pack that I've gone through, and it definitely smells nice. It leaves that laundry smell on your clothing, so it smells like fragrance. What I have to acknowledge is that two things make this a really positive option, in my opinion. Number one, we are not using any plastic. This comes in a cardboard box. There's no waste being created. This is easily recyclable. The other thing is that they have this cold water washing option. Okay, so they provide you with this pouch, and they provide you with this instruction card, and they tell you all the reasons why it's great to wash your clothes in cold water. And then they also tell you how using their packets they're completely just as effective washing in cold water. So there you go right there. There are two reasons I think this is a really great sustainable option, is that we're cutting down on the energy use of hot water, and we're not creating any plastic. We're not storing anything in plastic, and that when I look at the chain there, I'm pretty pleased about using this cleanser. The cons I find are that the ingredients are not as clean. Okay, the next cleanser I want to talk about is the naturally dirt demolishing laundry detergent by this brand called Better Life. They were actually featured on Shark Tank. They have a whole line of products, and I'm actually going to do a brand review of their stuff because I've picked up a bunch of their stuff off Amazon. Some of it's working great, some of it's not, and I thought you guys might like to know about it because I know a lot of you, this is the kind of stuff that we need to know. We don't really need to hear about another great mascara, do we? I mean, we always do, but come on. You know what I'm saying here, folks, right? So this comes in an HDPE plastic container. It comes in 64 ounces or 128 ounces. On the Better Life website, you can get it for $15.99. On Amazon, it is $13.72. It is highly concentrated. You only need 1 capful or 1 ounce per load, making this 64 uses if you go by just the 1 capful. It's 4 times concentrated, and if you were to break that down, it's 21 cents per load. Now the ingredients are like impeccable. I mean, they are literally, you could use this as hand soap, you could use this as face wash. That's how clean the ingredients are. So it's water, potassium cocoate, decylglucoside, lauryl glucoside, oleic acid, sodium citrate, soap bark, glycerin, sodium carbonate, and citric acid. Super clean ingredients, and the whole entire brand is like that. They also make the claim that all of their synthetic ingredients are plant derived. So some of their highlights they like to point out is that they are free of SLS, SLES, petroleum solvents, bleach, ethoxylates, synthetic fragrances, chlorine, phosphates and dyes, just the good stuff. They are plant-based, biodegradable, and they are not tested on animals. So right there you can kind of see they're kind of, in some ways they are kind of responding to like this type of cleanser where they're saying they're not using ethoxylated ingredients, they're not using SLES. So some of the pros are that it works well. It doesn't leave a scent on the clothes. I do find for some really tough clothing, like washing out barf or lots of mud, I will use 2 capfuls. I mean, it's a really solid option. I'm almost down to the end of the bottle, and I haven't had any complaints. My husband hasn't complained. The towels are getting clean. The kids' clothes are getting clean. So it's working great for us. So some of the cons are, I really don't have any cons for that cleanser. It works pretty well. If you look on Amazon and you look on the Better Life website, there's tons of amazing reviews about that cleanser. Some people say it doesn't work really well. When you're picking a laundry cleanser, I do believe you will go through a period of trial and error just because of your cleansing situation, your washing machine, your pH of your water, just what's in your water. We have a lot of chlorine in our water. So all of those things are gonna affect how clean your clothes are gonna get. So I wish I could say there was a clear winner. Part of me likes this one better, the drops, because when you look at the whole chain, there's part of me that feels better about this because of the packaging situation and the ingredients not being stored in plastic. And it works really well, and you can use it with cold water. So there's part of me that really likes this. It was really easy to order from their website. But I really like this one too, and it's a really great option, and it's so clean. So yeah, it really would be up to you what you perceive to be the most important thing. Are you perceiving packaging, waste, all those kinds of things as being the most important thing, or is the cleanest possible ingredients you can find in whatever packaging the most important to you? But I would say that I find both of these to be really solid options. What do you think? Have you tried any of these? Would you be interested in a Better Life cleaning product review? Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!